Oh, volume too loud again. I swear I'll get a better handle on this. I swear to you. There we go, 16. Perfect. Alright, hello everyone, it's me, it's Mr. 789 on this glorious day of January 4th, 2017. Yeah, see, I thought of an intro. Let me know what you guys think of it. In the top left-hand corner, spawning as the blue Protoss player, it is Swaghar. And in the bottom right-hand corner, representing the red Terran player, it is TheLungy. Got a nice PvT for you guys here. It's, I have high expectations for it. We'll just call it, we'll leave it at that. Leave a little mystery on the tab. I like this pylon placement firstly. Wow, you know what this does? It stops the Reaper from jumping up there. So one Mothership Core and one Adept right here should make this Protoss' life so much easier. And a typical gateway expand follows. Nothing too unusual so far this game. Yeah, nothing too unusual indeed. Was that a gas first? No, that was Rax, then gas. Rax, gas. So it looks like it may be a Reaper expand out of TheLungy. I doubt it's going to be anything else. Reactors aren't the most popular build nowadays. However, when they were, it was absolute shit. Let's see. What's interesting? If you haven't seen the GSL so far, I highly recommend to go watch it. It's on Twitch TV. Go to Starcraft2links.com and just search for GSL. I promise you will not regret it. Some fantastic players, some amazing games. Nexus coming down for hang on, for Swaghar, as well as that Cybernetics core fully walling off this ramp. Excellent play from Swaghar. Command center coming down for TheLungy, nothing unusual. And here we have a Reaper on the way. Who shall be called Reaper, because that is what you call Reapers. Ooh, another barracks on the way. So, looks like TheLungy is shaping up to do a 2-1-1 drop, as popularized by Beyond. Where the basic principle, for those who don't know, is 2 barracks, 1 factory, 1 starport, and you hit a timing at around 5-ish minutes or so, with 2 medevacs full, and I mean absolutely full of stimmed Marines, and it is very deadly and very powerful, and very, very annoying to deal with. Alright, Adept and Mothership Core on the way for Swaghar. We'll see what his tech is, whether he goes for a quick quick Twilight, or a Robo Twilight, or just a Robo Facility. Depending on how he wants to play the game. Robotics Facility coming down so far. Oh, and another barracks coming out for TheLungy. This is where my skepticism gets the better of me. A 3 barracks opening like this, very interesting from TheLungy. But what do I know? Maybe there are some special Terran strats out there. If any Terran player can prove me wrong as to why that is a crappy idea, feel free to let me know. And a Twilight Council coming out for Swaghar. Looks like fairly greedy play, very reactionary to that Reaper expand, as was scouted by him. Actually, did he see that? Yes, he did see the timing on the gas, so he knows he can get away with this combination. Probably gonna be for early blink, maybe into Colossus. This Reaper, ooh, can he get a probe kill? Yes, 1 probe kill on TheLungy. Actually, it's the Reaper, but whatever. There we go, Stim on the way. And not a factory in sight. Wow, Adept Shade coming in, but not gonna be able to scout this monstrous build. And when I say monstrous, I mean monstrously not great. I will think of better better comparisons in the future, I promise. Blink coming in on the way, as the Twilight Council just lightly blinks faster than usual, than if it were not upgrading something. Observer making its way across the map, I think? Where are you rallied? Across the map, right? Yeah, probably. Missile turrets on the way. I'm loving Lungy's build. 2 missile turrets and 3 barracks before factory. Oh boy, Lungy, you know... Okay, there we are, but come on. I know Marines are great. They're a good unit, I'm not gonna lie, but when you have this many of them by the 4-minute 20 mark and just now getting a factory, I question what in Starcraft 2 brought you to this state. Observer whooping its way on in. Gonna see this very unusual build order from TheLungy. That the factory just finishing at the 4 minutes 45 second mark And Swaghar is probably going to think to himself very naughty thoughts about what he can do to the Terran player. And those naughty thoughts involve a robotics babe. We're going to see Colossus, ladies and gentlemen, as is the meta in PvT. We've been seeing a lot of, well, I've personally been seeing a lot of Protoss players go Colossus. And the reason for that is they are strong versus those Marines. They are strong versus early game Terran, but most importantly is that they are good at stopping pushes. Right now, TheLungy is probably preparing for some push, as all Terrans. Every good Terran should push sometime in the early mid-game. At least a Widowmine drop, at least a Liberator. You gotta do something. And those Colossus are gonna help defend those early frontal attacks, like Liberator siege tank kind of deals. There we go, Colossus on the way with that beautiful Purifier skin. Going to love it when that Colossus comes out. They look so great, so amazing. Another Observer on the way. Oh, did the other one get picked off? Units lost, oh, 2. We'll say one of them was a probe and one of them was an observer, for simplicity's sake. Observer scouting out this high ground to see when the Terran player moves out. 6 minute and 3 second mark. This space is getting cleared for landing. A probe should be coming any second now to just take care of it. There we go. And first Colossus about to pop. Let's see it. Let's see it. Arms working away and... Sorry about that. There we go. First Colossus. There we go. As is my Colossus impression, for those who were wondering. Never claimed to be a good Colossus impersonator. Never will. I can do the sentry really good, though. Not as good as I used to when I was younger. Seriously, the sentries? If you've ever had some sentries and you've... As a Protoss player, you know the scariest thing to hear are sentries. When you box a couple of them and you move them around, that one time when they scream at the top of their lungs, it's... Oh boy. It is ungodly. 2 forges on the way. Getting those upgrades started is Swaghar. And just Marine tank production from the Terran player on the opposite side of the map, who has yet to move out by the 7 minute 7 second mark. I can't help but feel that's a mistake from TheLungy. Or we'll just call him Lungy right now, because that's how his name sounds better. Let's look at everyone's APM. That's not the APM button, is it? Oh boy. Oh, double drop coming down from Lungy. There we go. Finally moving out with 2 medevacs full of Terran love. But I just think it's too late. Blink's finished. Resonating Glaives is on the way. I mean, Swaghar has been kind of greedy with his upgrades and whatnot, but if you don't move out to punish him, the Protoss player is just gonna steamroll you. Absolutely bonkersly. Bonkeredly? Whatever. I'm not a good caster. Never claimed to be. Adept does get taken out by the Marauder. And let's see what this drop can do. Can Swaghar react to it? No units coming yet. Pull the probe, Swaghar. Good job, Swaghar. Army coming back to respond. And no multi-pronged attack. So this is going to be the only thing Swaghar has to deal with. With Blink Stalkers, I think it's going to be more than easy. Can he pick off a medevac? No! No! Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. Any StarCraft 2 player will either tell you they are really happy right now, or they want to punch a wall in something. Not punch a hole through a wall, punch into existence a wall. That is not a good feeling. Big fight coming down. Or not. Is this his whole army? That's nothing. That is nothing. No, don't go in, TheLungy. It's suicide. Oh, he's going in. Oh, boy. I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, good. Oh, boy, the tanks are gonna get picked off. One tank goes down, the other one gets saved by the medevac. Why didn't you drop in the meantime? That would have been so good. So good. Terrans, take note. Multi-prong harass is why you literally play Terran, unless you're mech, in which case you just want to be Protoss, don't you? It's 4 Vikings getting pumped out at a time. We'll see if Swaghar transitions away from Colossus, and he does. Disruptors on the way, as... 1 hit point medevac kills my soul, but that's alright. Swaghar sees the drop and sends some units to respond. And gonna quickly pick off that medevac and retreat with their lives, other stalkers. And again, it's just a drop in the main natural base. Like, don't get me wrong, TheLungy, you have the right idea, but you just don't have the right idea. you have got to multi-prong the Protoss, otherwise they're just gonna easily deflect anything you may do. Did I see a Disruptor? Yeah, Disruptor's in production, transitioning away from those Colossus. Right there, the meta is pretty split. Either you just keep on pumping out the Colossus as quickly as the Vikings can kill them, or you transition into Disruptors. I personally prefer the Disruptors, as it's always good to have a nice varied tech tree. Let's see Swaghar looking like he wants to come down for a push, but the army's not in position. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, I think you know where this is going. It looks like we're gonna have ourselves a good old-fashioned base race type scenario. Swaghar is seeing, does he respond? No, he goes for it, knowing he cannot stop this army without taking massive amounts of damage. Swaghar pushing his way into the natural, thrusting a better word, but the Terran doing the same, and oh no, trying to evacuate the probes, but ooh, that's not good. All the probes getting sniped. LotV, on the other hand, getting destroyed as well. Observer, don't get picked off. I'm watching you. Pushing his way into the main base. This could be bad for Swaghar. All of his probes are in his main, and nothing is out on the map. What are you going to do, Swaghar? Disruptor? Disruptor shot! Ooh, very nice. 4 kills on that Disruptor, 8 tanks, and a handful of bio. And yeah, the Terran player escapes with all of his SCVs. I just don't know. Swaghar could just end up losing all of his buildings at once. He is not out on the map. He has the money for a Nexus. No, don't run that way. No. Okay, he turns back. Very wise. Oh, but they're gonna hunt it down. Is it gonna hunt down all the probes? It looks like no. He leaves some, but I don't know how they're gonna get out. The main base is being ravaged in the meantime. Observer, you didn't... Wait, that's a new one. The old one died. No, you too! Oh, crap. Let's hope there's no Banshees in this game, ladies and gentlemen. War Prism. Oh, special retreat. Oh, it's SEAL Team 6. Go, SEAL Team 6. Go. Oh, he saves the probes. What? Oh, clutch plays from Swaghar. Oh, my God. Escapes with the probes. He now has the ability to throw down a Nexus and not steal the game out, or potentially even lose as a result of not being out on the map. Swaghar is being revealed, which means TheLungy can see everything. But the main base has been completely wiped out. No trace of the Terran left except for blood and scum, because that is what Terran is. Oh, and he starts a Nexus. Swaghar is no longer being revealed. Oh boy, it must feel good to have that fog of war on. It's like clothes, right? When you don't have fog of war, oh boy, it is not good. Oh. Actually, hang on. Hold on, 1 second, 1 second. Did I? Oh shoot. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna take a quick break. I will send a link into where to skip on the video because I don't wanna go through the video and edit it, so just bear with me for this moment. That was really weird. I had a second of stranger danger there for a second. Oh boy, okay, where are we? Sorry for making you hold up. That's it, let's analyze the game. Let's take the moment we have to analyze what is going on. The state of the game. Okay, Swaghar has 1 next structure stab, 3 pylons, 2 assimilators, some pylons on the way, and a Nexus. 2 orbitals for the Terran meanwhile, so he will win out on the economy. And he can definitely force a stalemate situation with these floating buildings. As far as army value goes, it is dead even. Wow, look at that. Oh, well, not so dead even as I look on it. But, wow, very even. 83 army supply to 73, so not as even as I thought. Oh, I am slipping up. But he has Vikings. It is going to be a battle of micro, ladies and gentlemen. Swaghar is not in the lead. TheLungy is not in the lead. Let's see how it turns out. Swaghar deciding not to chase his buildings, as you cannot hit those buildings. Stalkers are not that good of a shot, but they're good enough to be good, right? Alright, very stimmed bio heading on home. Look at the medevac count, just abysmal. 2 medevacs, 5 energy on each of those bad boys. Bad girls, rather. And Swaghar... No! Oh, I thought that was a Colossus, and I was like, no, Hero Colossus. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Vikings. Wow. Against the 3 Colossus and only a handful of Stalkers. It is going to be a pure micro match, ladies and gentlemen. That is what it's going to come down to. Supply depots on the way. Trying to get himself out of this gnarly supply block is TheLungy, so he can start building crap. And I just don't see it working out for TheLungy in the late, for Swaghar in the late game. And Swaghar agrees, so he's just gonna go for it. Be so careful, so careful. Getting some free pickups with those Colossus wipes. 2, 3 tanks fortifying this position. Vikings looking for pickups. Swaghar not giving it to him. And 1 volley off on the Colossus, losing most of its shield but escaping with its life. And 1 Viking does go down in exchange for 1 Stalker. And is he just gonna push in? I think it's going in. There's a stim and no! He is committing to it. Oh, but he retreats just in the nick of time, does TheLungy. He is so stimmed with his bio. I think... Oh boy. Swaghar looking to reposition himself. I think if this were out in the open, Swaghar would win, but Terrans can entrench themselves and entrench themselves hard, folks. But whoa! Oh, the bio cutting out of position. Oh boy, 30 army supply deficit now for TheLungy. That was a costly mistake. Swaghar feeling confident, shading forward, not seeing much, but knowing he has to go now, and he finishes the shade. Tanks shelling away, SCBs getting put for the lives. Can Swaghar break the nut that is TheLungy? Can he crack this walnut open? And it looks like the Colossi running away, dragging the Vikings out of position, but it doesn't matter. Everything on the ground is getting decimated, and GG! Swaghar is victorious with that last final desperation push to crack TheLungy before his macro gets out of control. Oh my goodness, wow, that was a heartbeater. I feel, what could have TheLungy done to win? What he could have done to win, this is just my personal opinion, is just do that multi-pronged. If you remember, while he was chasing his army over here, Swaghar did not respond properly, and he just sent his whole army F2-8 right after it. And with 2 medevacs over here, he could have done massive amounts of economy damage to this mineral line and had a better foot up in the game. But shoulda, woulda, coulda, that is the story of Starcraft. And that's going to be a nice PvT base race too. And the day off. Sorry I missed yesterday. Crap happens, you know. I'm gonna try and catch a TVZ or a ZVZ or a TBT next time, because I need to stop giving Protoss so much love when it comes to casting, right? Anyways, I'll be back tomorrow with either a ZVZ, ZBT, or TBT for you guys. This has been Mr. 789, and remember, the internet could always use more heroes.